Hello, everyone. I am Christine Josty of Mail Something Pretty, and welcome to my regular live. Today is, Tuesday, November 21st. It is 2 days before Thanksgiving, and so I'm not sure how many people are going to be joining us live because of the holiday, but I hope that if you do come live, jump on and tell me that you're here, and then hopefully you can hear me, and then we have some fun, sweet projects to do today. But as I'm waiting for people to jump on for you guys on the replay, the retired list of the holiday catalog started today. Some things are on sale, some things are not, but most things, a lot of things are retiring from this catalog. So it starts today, and I think it ends like January 2nd, that retirement sale. So let's see if you are watching live. There we go. Awesome. Hi, Cindy. Thank you. All right, great. I always want to make sure that I can make sure that you guys hear me, because sometimes that doesn't happen. All right, so we have a Facebook viewer and a YouTube viewer, so we're good. Awesome. Mary Lou's here. Kim's here. Cindy's here. Perfect. All right, so I was just saying that the sale for the retired list and some of the things are on sale, that starts today. And what else is happening? Besides Thanksgiving, who's hosting? I'm hosting 21 people. So, but I've delegated a lot, and I don't usually do that, but I did this time because it's so many people. So I think I'm a good place. All right. Hi, Anita. Awesome. 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 All right. Perfect. All right. So I'm just trying to make sure that we're going to move this behind here. I'm going to move this light over as I put this on. There we go. That seems to be the easiest transition. Otherwise, I have that big light in my face. All right, and Debbie's here too. Hello. Okay, is anyone hosting Thanksgiving? I was saying we have 21 people coming over, which is a lot. It actually could be more, but 21 is plenty. All right, so so today is National Gingerbread Day. I just looked it up. Sometimes there's fun days, and this is a fun one. And so I thought of turning something into gingerbread. So what I thought would be the best are the polar bears and the tree. So I'm going to turn these guys into gingerbread, and I'm going to turn them into gift tags. And so I figured that is a good thing to have this time of year. Hi, Terry. All right, so let me move some stuff. I'm organized, but I know it's going to get messy. So I looked at my browns to see which I thought was the best gingerbread color. So we have pecan pie, early espresso, crumb cake, and copper clay. We used to have a color called cinnamon cider, and that was a really good gingerbread color. So what I decided was to do the pecan pie. I think that's kind of a good gingerbread. And our early espresso is a darker gingerbread. So these are kind of gingerbread colors. So that's what I chose. So let's see. I've done some of the prep work already. I'm just trying to think what I want to do first here. All right, so I'm going to show you these two tags. These are the first two. And let's see. And I did them so they open up. So you can either tape this directly on a gift and then they open up the tag, or this one I left the ribbon long in case I wanted to like tie it on a gift bag, but that one opens up as well. And I have four different styles I'm going to show you. So this is the first one. And I tried to think like outside the box a little bit, not necessarily using all Christmas. Well, the scallop contours aren't Christmas. I don't know if Sue's watching. Sue McGonigal, I shouldn't have said your last name. Sue ordered two of these. So she graciously gifted me one of this embossing folder. So it's kind of fun. So I use this on, I don't know if you can see the background of this one. So, oh, shoot. I'm going to show you what I did. I don't have my machine. I have my little machine, and I think this is too wide. Well, let's see as we go here. So what I did was I used early espresso. Again, to me, that's kind of a dark gingerbread color. And I like the scallops because on a gingerbread house, you know how you have the scallops and the frosting and stuff. So I don't know, that's where my mind went, was these scallops. And that's from the scalloped contours. And so there's like this little stitching in here. So I like that. So I didn't want you to lose it. So hopefully, I don't know if you can see it. So I left this stitching. So I just measured the width and the length a little bit in from the stitching. And I came up with, I just used very vanilla, just a fold. I think it's two, I don't remember. I'm going to tell you because I don't remember. 1 7/8 by 3 1/4. So that just kind of fits right on here. And you can do this for a birthday tag. You know, it doesn't have to be Christmas. So that's kind of how I got that tag. But when I went to use the embossing folder, I put it in, and then when I folded it, just fine. But then this part is bumpy. To write on that, I didn't think that was a good idea. So I took my folder, and this is what I was going to show you, but I'm just going to have to kind of show you. So I think this is too wide to go through my machine this way, right? Because I only want the front to have texture. And so I kind of played around, and then the words go in all different directions. And so those words would be upside down. And so let's see, I have to remember, I should just look what I did. Let's see. I did do it this way. So I guess it did fit this way. So you just kind of have to play around with it because I only wanted the front textured, and that definitely won't fit in my mini machine because that's too wide. So that, maybe it fit this way. One of the ways it fit in my machine. So I guess I won't have texture on this one because I didn't bring it up. And my old machine is not within reach. So we'll just do this one without the texture, but you get the idea. All right, and so what I did was I took my pecan pie, or pecan pie, depending on how you say it, and we are having pecan pie for Thanksgiving, but we're having it with chocolate. Have you guys ever had chocolate pecan pie? It's really good. That was a request from my son because it is his birthday on Thanksgiving. So he asked my mom to make chocolate pecan pie. We had it at the first place we had it. I'm just looking for something. Was at I think it's called the Dunbar Tea House in Sandwich, Massachusetts. I highly recommend going if you're in the area. All right, so I heat embossed, right? So I wanted white on top of my gingerbread color. So I tried it with white ink, and it's not as bright. I tried coloring it with the chalk markers, and again, it wasn't as bright. So I think the best bet is to use white embossing powder. So when I emboss, I use my embossing buddy. And then this is like, kind of, can you see? Yeah, it's powder inside. So what it does is it just gets rid of the oil from my hands transferring onto the paper. Now, I was told, that I meant to look this up ahead of time. I was food shopping before this, so I didn't get to look. So I'm going to look quick. That they used to sell it singularly, and they got rid of it, and everyone was sad. And then I heard they sell it as a set. So I just wanted to see. I will have to find out. Someone said they sold it with it would be on this page. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. All right. It's sneaky. Look at it. It's way up here. So if you don't have an embossing buddy, it does make embossing a little bit better. There's a kit, and so it includes your buddy, a powder pal. Oh, actually, I had one of these a long time ago. It's a tray. The reverse tweezers, that's what I want. I've been seeing everyone use those, and I wanted to get some in a small brush. So it's a little embossing kit. So actually, that is a good kit. So this one's very old. So anyways, you just go over, and then you need Versamark ink, and it's clear. It's like sticky. And so I'm going to just show you a couple things on here. And let me know. I think everyone who's on watching has embossed. So I'll just kind of do a quick tutorial. But if you haven't embossed before and you're watching, let me know. So sometimes people use it as like a watermark, and it's really light. So what I do is I'll have to get that tray and show you guys how to use that tray. But I just keep my embossing powders in a plastic container. And I wrote, like, this one's white. I think you can read it. And I have different colors. So I just leave them in here. And I keep a designated spoon in here. And then I just sprinkle the powder on top. Tap. And then there's your powder is stuck to that sticky ink. And then what I would do is I would take, and this will be loud, that's why I'm not going to do it, but I would take my heat tool and go on it, and then this would melt. The powder melts, and it becomes shiny and hard. But what I want to show you, so this tag, just use the outline. It totally looks like a cookie to me. And then this could be like the frosting. So I would do this first, and then there's a, here it is. In this set, you have the outline, and then you have the filler. So I would do my filler next, because if I just did the, I'll do both. If I just did this, it's a little hard to see to line it up. So then I did the powder first. The camera's in my way. And then I pushed that down. You might get a little powder stuck in there. I just wipe it off with my hands. And then I can, let's see how well I do. And I could guess. We'll see how I did. I'm going to do that. I'll show you with a polar bear too. Oh, actually, I did okay. But I thought it was easier with the outline first. Same thing with a polar bear. So let me show you. So here's one polar bear. And here's another polar bear. I'm going to do the outline first. So I'm going to put the powder on top. Like that. And then if I wanted the scarf, now I'm going to do the scarf. So the scarf will go right here. And you definitely get some powder, like it sticks up from the, you can kind of see where the outline's missing. So you can either, I'm just running it on my scrub to get rid of it. And then I'm going to do the scarf. When I had made cards before with the set, I definitely used the scarf on this guy, but I never thought to use it on that one, and I tried it, and it's cute. Like that. And then if you have little spots in here, I just use a paintbrush. That kit, they even keep a paintbrush in there. And then I would heat gun it, right? It takes a few seconds and it would melt. And I'm just going to put the cover on my powder so that would be a grand big mess if I knock that over. And you get, let's see, these. So I think, can you see the difference? The one in my right hand has been heated. I don't know if you can see the difference. And it's shiny and hard. And then this one still is loose powder. So I'm going to put this aside to heat later, just because it would be loud on the camera live. But this is what they come out to be. And then the trees I cut with scissors because there's no punch or die. But it's easy cutting. And what I did was I left a bigger border than I normally do because it's like the cookie. And then these two polar bears I cut with scissors. This one I'll use the punch because there is a punch. All right, so that's a quick tutorial on embossing. All right, so let me move this aside. All right, let's see. Mary Lou says, good tip for embossing, only the front of the gift. Yeah, it's too bad that I didn't have my machine to show you really how it worked, but it makes it a little easier. Kind of like sometimes when we do the front side of a card base. It's kind of the same idea. So this one lines up. And it punches right out. We'll just punch all these out now because we'll use them on all the tags. It's like little cookies. So you could even make these and make a garland. I think that would be cute. All right, so I got these. I have one more. I'll just do it all at once. All right, so those are our cookies. All right, so then all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue this on top of this. Actually, before I do that, since I'm gonna, oh, yeah, because I didn't bring, I thought, every time I think I'm organized, I forget something. All right, so this is gonna get glued right here. And I think these would be really cute birthday tags, especially with those, you know, that new set I showed, oh, on the video, not alive, but the little fluffy guy, the cat and the excuse me. Sorry. I was trying to remember the names of the animals. I'm looking for my tree. All right, the beaver. I don't know. I couldn't think of the word beaver. And the bunny, the fluffiest friends would look cute in this kind of tag. All right, so this I'm going to put right here. I'm going to, yeah, I guess we'll pop it up. And then what I did, oops. You know, sometimes you decorate cookies with sprinkles. So what I did, because I thought this needed something. It was a little kind of, this I thought was fine plain. This I thought needed something. So I found some old gems. And so here's what I did. I just added some gems to it so they look like sprinkles. I thought these are kind of fun colors. So just, oops, if I could pick them up. Just use what you have. I think these ones went with the gnomes from, when did we have those gnomes? I don't remember. Oh, that one fell off. All right, so now we have a cute little one with sprinkles. And then I did the, I punched a hole. I did two different things. This one I just tied a bow, again, because I thought if you put it straight on a present, you could just tape it down. But this one I did a longer string. And this is, I know I've used this before. This is an old, the crocodile punch. I punched the corner out so that it still opens. And then I would just put string through. And then this one I just tied a red bow on there. But I won't do that because I'm getting winded. I'm talking so much. Okay, so those are those ones. Put those aside. And then the next one, check my, oh, we got some. Let's see, April. April, hello, your name is new to me. This is a sweet idea. Thanks for sharing. Going to have to come back for the replay. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching and coming back. Mary Lou says, clever and easy. Yes. And Terry likes them. So this one's easy too. So what I did, the same thing is I used that same embossing folder. The first time I tried it, I did a whole big sheet. I embossed it. And then I cut out, oops. I cut like that. I did one at a time because I only had one die. But what happened is, I don't know if you can see the difference. The first one was fine, had good texture. And then each time I recut it, it flattened the embossing. So it's still there, but it's, I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, you can kind of see it. So what I would recommend is if you want to emboss a whole sheet and then just cut one at a time. Or no, I think I don't know what I did. I know what I did. I cut them first and then I embossed them because I think you get a better texture. That's what I did. All right. And then what I also did is I just cut two blank ones because that way they're on here. You can just write your little message and then they can hopefully keep that and use it for whatever. So in the, those I do have with me. This is called, I think it's called the TaylorMade dies, and they're helpful. You know, they're nice tags. But you have these two dies, so it makes 4 circles at once, and these circles would kind of go on there, and then this kind of flat-edged one, and it just dresses it up. So I just did a little red. So again, these go together really easy. So I'm using the vanilla and black checked. This is left over from my paper share, ribbon share. So, I mean, you couldn't get easier. So I just wove it on here. Oh, actually, I need to glue that. So it looks fine plain, but then when you add the little red, I think it looks nice. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue on all four sides of that oval, and that's cut when you cut the die. I used to think that these went this way. I flipped it around. I don't know why I thought that before, because the straight edge along the straight edge makes a whole lot more sense. And it just looks, it looks nice. So then you just put that on that. I should have waited till my glue was dried. All right, being impatient. So then I don't know the length I need yet, so I'm gonna just kind of make it longer. Again, if this is going on a gift bag or if it's going on like a baked good, I'm not sure yet. So then I showed you already how to do the scarf. I think that one's cute. And then what I did here is I just tied a bow with red ribbon and I used a glue dot and stuck it on there. So I'll just do that one because I don't have that thin ribbon here. The glue dots. Alrighty. Cindy uses her tailor-made tags, thank you, all the time. Oh yeah, they're fun because you don't have to use them just for tags. You can use them to make cards too. Just put them on a card. All right, and I'll do the same thing. Sometimes I cheat and I use these strips or something long and skinny. It's much easier than cutting dimensionals in half. All right, Merry Christmas. And this is the Merry Christmas is actually an old stamp, but I figured you guys have Merry Christmas stamps. All right, so those are those ones, which are super cute. And then these extra pieces outside. And then I have these two, and this I should be able to do with my mini machine, let's hope. This one I did a circle and it flips, it opens up. So I'm going to show you how to do that on the fold. And then this one I did is square, same thing. It opens up with a fold, which is cute. So those are two more polar bears. So what I did for those, let me get my machine actually. Let's see, I don't know if actually the square is going to fit. The circle will fit. All right. So when I did the square one first actually, because I've done the circles ones before, and it folded on the diagonal. But then, so when it hangs on a present, it's going to hang kind of on the diagonal. So then I thought, well, maybe we should do it on the, purposely do it on the diagonal. So I don't think we're going to be able to do it though with this. So what I did is, I'll do it with a circle so you see. But when I, no, it's going to be too wide. When I ran it through my machine, rather than if I had this all the way, it would cut two squares because it's a folded piece of paper. But if you kind of push over one edge, so you can see there, so it won't cut, it will leave this fold as is. So you can kind of see it right there. You can see I did it crooked too. Then you run it through and then it would open up like that. So what I did was I cut purposely my printed paper on the diagonal so it would go like that, and then I would put my polar bear on that way, and so then it would actually be on the diagonal rather than this way and then get hung that way. So let me show you with a circle, only because this is not going to fit through my machine. A lot of things do fit in the mini machine, but not everything. So, but I'll do the same process with the circle. But like I said, I'd never done the square before. All right, so I just have a folded piece of vanilla paper. This is my biggest circle from the Stylish Shapes Let's see. Anne hopped on. Hello, Anne. Missed the first part of the live as it is still pretty, it's very early there. Those polar bears are cute and love the contrasting red tag hole. Oh, good. I will be using that idea in the future. Perfect. All right. So again, my fold is here and I'm making sure that I have a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, but a little bit, because that's the cutting mark, is going to go there. This one just fits. And it is super early there. Well, thank you for joining. And I got something very special in the mail from you today, but I did not bring it up here. I'm going to show and tell it later. But it was very nice. And I had never seen that fold before. So you guys are in store for a really cool folded card. All right. So now you have this circle. Oops, now it's stuck together. That opens with a fold. So it's another way. We've done cards like that too, but the tags definitely work really nicely that way. All right, so I already cut my circle, and this is the paper that goes with it, the Berry Cute. So I'm going to actually do it this way. I have a new glue over there, and I keep wanting to grab it, but I want to use this one up first. And the snowflake can go in any direction, so I have to pay attention. And then I'm going to show you what I did with this bear, how I did their scarf. So I'm just going to cut a piece of twine, probably much longer than I need it. Hello, Carol from Connecticut. Thanks for joining in. I'm glad you like. I'll show you all the tags at the end, and I'll take pictures of everything too. All right, so I'm actually, just to make it easier, my hand, I'm cutting much longer. Don't usually do this, but it makes it easier. So let me find my polar bear. All right, so what I did is I actually made a fabric scarf instead of this one I stamped. So I just did like that, but rather than just like this, because it's going to go over, first of all, I'm going to put a glue dot there because I didn't at first and it kept moving. So I'm just going to stick a glue dot and that will help it. Oop. All right, that will help it stick. But what I did is, I'm going to use this book. I folded the ribbon kind of this way. Do you see how it has that little fold? And I did the same thing in the back. One, because this is a thicker ribbon. So if you had a thinner ribbon, you might not have to do that. I'm going to put it down, put a stamp on a block on top of it, and then I'm going to tie a bow. But it kind of mimics, you know how we wrap scarves around, you have all those layers and the different things. So it kind of mimics that. And tie a double knot so it doesn't get loose. And you could either trim the knot or you could tie a bow. I'm going to make a little bow because I have enough twine here so I can. I'm going to make it a little bow. All right, so now I'll trim it. Oops. And then, so see, it just, see, you still get that little fold in there. I just think it's a nice little, a little feature that probably not many people would notice, but it actually makes it a little easier to tie. But I think it's cute. Again, if you had thin, like ribbon half that, you wouldn't have to do that. But that's how I made their little scarf. And then I'll just find in the middle. I'll find my dimensionals. Where'd they go? There they are. All right. Hello, Becky. Thanks for joining in. And everyone who jumps in either later or on the replay, you can see all of, you might have to rewind and see all of the tags. This is the third one, but they are cute and they, to me, definitely look like gingerbread cookies. All right, so those two are the same. And again, on the next time I'll do it on that diagonal, so it'll go this way. All right, so the last one is this one. And so this is one that can be taped on a gift, or you could certainly punch a hole to hang it. And there's a lot of space. You could write something on the back. But I thought it was cute since I wanted to use all of the polar bears in the set. Oops. So there's 3 polar bears, and then I did use the tree. So I wanted to, this one I'm going to use that one. And there should be, uh-oh, I cut out a little bear. Let's see if we can find, there they are. Okay. All right, so what I did here is I cut, this is the larger, from the same set as the scallop. It's just bigger. And so I cut 2, right? They're 2 of the same size. So what I'm going to do is trim it, because again, I like that stitching. And I want you to see the scallop because I said earlier, it reminds me of gingerbread because of the frosting of the houses. So what I'm going to do is on my trimmer, I'm going to cut on the, I'm going to cut this, I cut the stitching and the scallop off because I want you to be able to see it on the vanilla. So I'm just going to do that on all 4 sides. And that way I don't have to really measure to make sure it fits in there because I know it's going to fit in there. All right. So then I can decide which side I like better up. That's a lot of vanilla down there. I think I'll do it this way because I have the Merry Christmas to put on there. All right. Hi, Nancy. In traffic. And you found me, so you're watching me. Hello to your husband who has to listen to me too. All right. Yeah, I figured there'd be a lot of people traveling today, so I didn't know what kind of crowd we were going to get. But thank you everyone for watching live or on the replay. All right, so this one's just going to go like that. I'm going to pop up the little bear. Oops. And for those who jumped on late, I had showed a couple different browns. This one, I thought the pecan pie is the best representation of gingerbread, in my opinion. But if you want to use a different brown, you can definitely use, like the early espresso was a dark, we use really dark molasses. But today is National Gingerbread Day. So that's where my idea came from. All right. So there we go. And then this, I actually like the other scarf I just showed you better. This one, I just looped it and just tied it and then stuck it down. It's okay, but you get the 2 loops. I hope you can see. But I like the other one I just did better. And then I just put the knot on the back side. Alrighty, I made a grand mess. Let's see. I will go back if you guys had written comments and stuff that I missed. I will go back and read them. All right, let me get all these tags out here. So that's the one we started. Yeah, make sure I'm on the screen. We started with those ones. And then we did these ones. I do love this ribbon with the gingerbread. And I didn't look to see if this ribbon's retiring or not. I'm not 100%, but they do have black and white checked in the annual catalog. It's just a little thinner than that one. And then, oops, this one I didn't finish, so we'll just put them this way. All right, so yep, that's all on screen. So there are the tags. Again, I used the Very Cute set, which is retiring. Very sad it's retiring in the punch. It's very cute. You can make these polar bears, brown bears, black bears, pink bears, blue bears, whatever you want. It's kind of nice just to be deciding on what kind of paper you use and just making sure. So I think that's everything. All right. Oh, the punch, I wonder, the punch might not be retiring, but I'm pretty sure the stamp set is, but that's great. I will go back and look. That's actually good news because I really like it. But yeah, the retirement sale list started, so I posted that in my email today. And I will actually put a link on my blog. I haven't done that yet, but I will. So yeah, so that's happening. Thanksgiving's happening. Oh, the punch is retiring. Oh, the ribbon. Gotcha. Yeah, that's sad, but new things are coming, so that's always good too. And I did have a preview of the new catalog, and it is fantastic. It's a good one, so I'm excited about that. So thank you very much for tuning in live or on the replay. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. I know some of you are in a different country. You don't do our Thanksgiving. So I wish you a fun, crafty week, and lots to come. I have a my Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale is, I think I revealed it today. So I do a monthly sketch program, I was calling it. So that is a really good sale. So that will start on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That is on sale. And you will have, oh, I don't think I said, you gotta have 3 payment options. That's what's being revealed on Friday. So don't tell anyone. But it's a really good program. So if you are stuck on where to start making cards, you don't really know, it's a good thing because you get at the whole thing. If you do the whole thing, it lasts 24 months. So you get 24 sketches and you get 4 samples for each sketch. So you have lots and lots of ideas that you can copy from. So that's kind of my, it wasn't supposed to tell you, but that's okay. That's my offer for Black Friday. All right. Just making sure. Excellent. All right. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a happy Black Friday. I hope it's not too crazy. I was saying at the beginning, we're going to be celebrating my son's birthday on Thanksgiving. So we are making, it's really good. He's having pecan pie, but we're also making another kind of pie called crack pie, the milk bar crack pie. And it takes a lot of stages, and it's almost like that 29-step cake that we made. But it's really good and worth it. So we'll be enjoying that. So have a wonderful time, and I will see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'll pass them on, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye-bye.